When we think of cannibalism, our minds often jump to horror movies, historical events, or survival stories. It's something we usually associate with the darker side of humanity or shocking rituals. But what if I told you that in the wild, cannibalism is far more common than we realize? And surprisingly, it's a behavior that's practiced by many animals across the globe. It's not just limited to the extremes of nature, it's a survival mechanism in some species. Let's begin with one of the most notorious examples, the black widow spider. These spiders are known for their creepy, yet fascinating mating rituals. After mating, the female may devour her smaller male counterpart. It's one of the most famous examples of cannibalism in nature. But it's not as random as it may seem. For the female black widow, consuming her mate may actually increase her reproductive success. The nutrients she gains from the male's body help her produce more eggs and give her the energy to protect her offspring. It's a brutal strategy, but one that ensures she's able to give her babies the best chance of survival. And if you think the black widow is the only one with this practice, think again. Female praying mantises are also notorious for consuming their mates after mating. While it may seem shocking to us, there's a functional reason behind it. A headless male is less likely to fight back or escape, leaving the female to benefit from the extra nutrients. This behavior helps her produce more eggs, giving her offspring a better shot at survival. This isn't just about food, it's about survival, and it shows just how far some species will go to make sure the next generation thrives. But cannibalism doesn't stop there. Sometimes animals eat their own offspring. It sounds horrible, but in nature it's often a practical decision. Take wild hamsters, for instance. When food is scarce or their diet is lacking key nutrients, these hamsters may resort to eating their own young. It's a grim but necessary decision. By consuming their offspring, they can ensure their own survival, especially when resources are limited. Similarly, some species of comb jellies, which are marine animals, will eat their young when food is in short supply. This helps them survive until they can find more food, even if it means sacrificing their own. But what if I told you that some animals take things even further? Some species of spiders and insects allow their babies to consume them. This might seem like the ultimate form of sacrifice, but it's actually a calculated decision. By allowing their babies to feast on their bodies, these parents provide an early and nutritious meal, helping the young grow quickly and develop the strength they need to survive. This behavior ensures that the next generation has the best possible start in life. Now let's talk about a more extreme form of cannibalism that you might not have heard of: peer cannibalism. Some amphibians have evolved a fascinating survival strategy where their larvae come in two forms. One is the typical herbivorous form, while the other is a cannibalistic form, with larger mouths and sharper teeth. These cannibal larvae are designed specifically to eat their peers. When resources are scarce, the cannibal larvae will consume their weaker siblings, ensuring that only the strongest survive. This strategy helps the species survive by giving the fittest individuals the best chance to reach maturity. But peer cannibalism doesn't stop with amphibians. In the case of certain sharks, things get even more extreme. Some species of sharks, like the sand tiger shark, practice intrauterine cannibalism. This means that the embryos actually eat each other while still in the mother's womb. The largest, most developed embryo will consume the smaller ones, ensuring that only the strongest survives to be born. It's a brutal way of ensuring survival, but it guarantees that the best-equipped individual will enter the world. This practice of survival of the fittest can be seen in other species as well, where competition for resources starts even before birth. Of course, cannibalism in the animal kingdom isn't without risks. Eating one's own kind, especially if they've died from disease, can lead to the spread of infections. Consuming too many offspring can also be detrimental to a species, as it lowers the chances of successful reproduction. For many animals, though, these risks are outweighed by the benefits. After all, in the wild, survival is the ultimate goal, and cannibalism is often just another tool in nature's toolkit. It's fascinating to think about how cannibalism is a natural response to challenges in the environment. Whether it's a lack of food, the need to ensure stronger offspring, or simply the harsh realities of survival, cannibalism serves many different purposes. For some species, it's a strategy for reproductive success. For others, it's about securing resources in times of scarcity. But when we look at the animal kingdom, we often focus on the beauty and serenity of nature. We think of majestic animals in peaceful habitats, but the reality is much more complex. The natural world is filled with competition, harsh environments, and survival tactics that can be brutal and unforgiving. In some ways, cannibalism is just another survival mechanism, a reminder of how far life will go to adapt and thrive, no matter the cost. So the next time you think of the animal kingdom as peaceful and beautiful, remember, it's not always as gentle as it seems. It's a world where animals eat their mates, their offspring, and even their own siblings in a relentless quest for survival. Whether it's a spider-eat-spider world, a shark-eat-shark reality, or a mother-eat-child situation, cannibalism is a part of nature's ever-evolving survival game. If you found this deep dive into the animal kingdom's darkest secrets interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more amazing facts about the wild. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.